Nukes. Today, we'll be talking about the most disturbing things caught on Ring cameras. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't even worry about it. I promise I'll earn your subscription by the end of this video. Without further ado, let's get started. Possible kidnapping in Limer Park. This video was captured by a Ring doorbell camera on November 12, 2019. In a clearly desperate call for help, a woman screams and shouts, "Help me, somebody help me." Seemingly unsure about what was going on, the homeowner steps out to the front porch and watches from a distance. Soon after, a vehicle, suspected to be a 4-door white Prius, zooms past with the woman still calling for help until they're out of earshot. And right at the beginning of the video, a man can be heard saying, "I'm sorry," over and over again. This happened in Limer Park, 3800 block of 3rd Avenue at about 11 p.m. And because of the chilling nature of the video and how far it traveled through social media, a day later on the 13th, the LAPD opened up an investigation into a possible kidnapping situation. Detectives went and canvassed the area. An officer, Mike Lopez, told the media they couldn't find evidence of a crime, but they were still out there for hours, going door to door, trying to see if any other Ring cameras on the block had captured any additional thing about the incident. According to their report, the woman was only identified as a, quote, female, black with dark braided hair, and she was believed to have been in the front passenger seat of the car. The aggressor in the driver's seat was described as a black male. The police also stated that the witnesses saw her hair being pulled backward as she was screaming. Also that there was a plastic wrap over the front passenger side window, most likely from a previous traffic collision. Some of the neighbors who spoke to news crews also added in how terrifying the whole thing had been. Strange though is how nobody from the neighbors to the police had no idea what happened. It wasn't even established if whether or not she was from the area. The police did however ask for anyone with any new information about the incident to come forward, but it looks like no one ever did. The only new development in this case was that officers later identified the car, initially suspected to be a Prius, as a Toyota Matrix, a model between the years 2003 and 2008. Actual kidnapping in Fort Worth, Texas. In May of 2019, at around 6:30 p.m., a Ring doorbell camera
You apply to this amazing job. You wait for a response and nothing. Enhansive can upgrade your resume in minutes. Enhansive's resume templates are fully customizable at the click of a mouse with endless options. Drag and drop sections, change fonts and colors in the entire resume in one
River's Edge. Cambodian paranormal investigation team RC Fun TV2 travels to an allegedly haunted area along the bank of a river. The locals tell stories of many horrible incidents that have taken place in this small area, right at the river's edge. First, it is said that a young boy was swept away in a mudslide in this area, and sadly, he perished in the flood. Another tale recounts that a man took his own life at the river's edge. And then, even more tragedy, because the graves of several children can be found here, buried along the river bank. Because this spot has such a horrible history, the RC Fun TV team decides to leave offerings and prayers for any distressed spirits that might be unable to move on to the other side. And not long after leaving their offerings, the paranormal investigators spot something truly terrifying.
Septième. Sur la... Tàu bạn, mình.
The investigators spot what appears to be a man sitting on the edge of the river. But something is very off about the mysterious figure. The man is extremely pale and his face is unrecognizable. When the team attempts to get closer, the stranger disappears underwater, never to be seen again. The RC Fun TV team say that they might have just seen the spirit of the man that took his own life on the riverbank, or perhaps even the boy that drowned in the flood. But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Stray away. It's late in the afternoon when a CCTV camera in the city of Angol, Chile, captures a teenage girl presumably walking home from school. What happens next is absolutely chilling. The girl is walking down a secluded alleyway when a silver Nissan pulls up to the teenager and a man can be seen talking to the girl with a weapon in his hand. The girl is terrified and instinctively walks backward away from the car. When the men then back up their car to follow her, suddenly a little stray dog comes running out of nowhere and aggressively starts barking at the dangerous strangers. The little dog effectively saves the teenage girl from what we can only assume would have been a horrible fate. The video about the heroic little dog went viral on the internet, with many people giving praise to the stray for recognizing the threat and protecting a complete stranger from harm. Now, without a source, I unfortunately don't know what happened to the little dog after it ran out of frame. But as for the footage, it just goes to show again that human beings are always scarier than any ghost or spirit. Not a helping hand. This next video was posted to Facebook by Marla Teixeira Hernandez from Richmond, California. Marla says that she was rearranging some furniture in her son's bedroom and recorded a video of the room's final look to show to her daughter. But when she watches her video back, she spots something downright chilling. Marla says she was completely alone in the room when what appears to be a little hand can be seen moving behind her son's cabinets. Even creepier, viewers pointed out that a man's voice seems to quietly whisper, "Don't be afraid to die." Now, Marla posted the video to Facebook in hopes of getting any thoughts or ideas on what she might have captured. She says that other than one strange incident with a fan switch turning itself off and on in her son's room, she's never really experienced anything paranormal in the house. So what do you think this is? Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Encounter of the third kind. The following is a very old video from the depths of the internet. Source unknown. So, a group of friends are hanging out, drinking and having a good time in the woods of Flacy, France. Suddenly, they spot what they believe to be a dog hiding behind a tree.
Vous avez vu un truc encore bouger?
Bon, toi là.
Il y a un truc là-bas?
Il y a un truc derrière là.
Attendez. Minou, 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 j'ai trouvé ta mère. Putain. Putain. Il est mignon, le chat. Ouais, il est un peu gros, le chat. J'aime pas ça. Je vais me barrer. Oh, non. Vaillant. Oh, c'est deux fils de gueule.
Pourquoi t'as laissé tomber la torche?
Pour éclairer, putain. Attendez, j'accélère.
Something otherworldly can be seen moving around behind the tree. Something with long fingers and an unusually large skeletal head. The video abruptly cuts, and what happens next remains a mystery. So could it be that the group had an encounter with an alien? Or just what is that? Let me know what you think. Hunting the Unknown. Paranormal investigator Alex from the YouTube channel Hunting the Unknown sets out to investigate a restaurant in England that's been abandoned for over 20 years. The owners of the restaurant are said to have abruptly fled the property after being tormented by severe paranormal activity. The abandoned and broken down structure is located deep in the middle of the woods, and Alex is all alone as he begins his investigation in the dead of night. After setting up a motion detecting music box in the bar section of the restaurant, Alex already begins to experience strange activity.
I've got the music box set up at the moment. Just do a little walkthrough. Hello?
Concentrate fire on the target. Enemy battleship sunk. Enemy battleship detected. Enemy submarine spotted. Attention. Reporting the target position. Enemy heavily damaged.
A static camera captures the moment a door slams by itself. But things are about to get even weirder. Alex decides to do a spirit box session in the hopes of catching some paranormal activity.
Where are you? Can you give me a sign, please? Oh, f***ing hell. What the f...
Alex asks for a sign, and bottles sitting on the bar seem to be pushed over on their own. But it's when he takes a closer look at the bottles that he captures something truly disturbing.
Don't understand how these were locked down. It's crazy, I don't understand this. I'm pretty sure this was like that. Hello? I just see too much sound in there. Who's there?
The dark silhouette of a figure can be seen standing in a room right across from Alex. Now, Alex doesn't notice the figure at first, but when he moves towards the door, he realizes that something is not quite right. He inspects the room to make sure no one is there, but he gets the unsettling feeling that he's being watched. Alex no longer feels safe in the remote building and all by himself. So he decides to just get out of there. You can watch this entire investigation and many more spooky videos over on the YouTube channel Hunting the Unknown. The Thing from the Cave. Japanese paranormal investigators Gachan, Daichan, and Yasuke are contacted by one of their viewers about a bizarre picture they took in an allegedly haunted cave in Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan. The picture shows what appears to be a woman peeking from a rock inside the caves. The location is said to be a paranormal hotspot, and many visitors claim to have seen the mysterious apparition of a lady dressed all in white. It's late at night when the Clip Store team carefully make their way deep underground into the cave system to search for the spot where the photo was taken.
吉さん気をつけてね。滑るよ。
巨大な石を下に落とすとか。ダメで。マジ膝限界でさ、なんか和式トイレでトイレした時こんな感じじゃない。ああ、わかる。マジ。
いや。
左側。え、石、ここや、ここや。石あるもんね。ほら、こんな感じじゃないの。あ、だね、だね。ああ、そうそうそう。え、ちょっとうわ、気持ち悪い。てか、無理。人が、だって、ガッチャンそんな足とか出してんじゃん。とにかく、ここですね。
The Clip Store team manages to find the exact location of the photo. But now, with all three members so cramped in such a tiny cave tunnel, Yasuke and Daichan decide to head back out and wait in the car. Gachan stays behind to listen and look for anything strange. Gachan has been in the dark cave for about 20 minutes when
it's that damn
this
playback shit. So I got the game to work, but not the goddamn. Yeah, put. Yeah, I guess leave it. Alright, I guess restart the screen. I guess leave it and go back into it and see how it looks. Change the setting.
ちょっと待って、マジ。とりあえず、続けるか。いや、怖いな、普通に。
While sitting in the dark, Gachan is a little freaked out when he suddenly hears what sounds like a woman crying from somewhere deep within the caves. Meanwhile, waiting back in the car, Yasuke and Daichan also experience something terrifying.
大ちゃん初めてやったけど、どうだった ?13 です。
いや、結構ね、やっぱなんていうかな、やっぱ寒気まあ、その、洞窟っていうのもあるけど、やっぱそこがすごいよね。
そうね、なんか雰囲気が違うもんね、やっぱ。
ね。
あと、コウモリエグかったね。
ああ、よかったね。
いや、前来た時ね、全部冬眠しとったけん、上にくっついとるだけやったんやけど、今日ずっと終始飛び回りよったけんさ、マジ地獄やったね。
いや、本当に。いや、結構ね、過酷。
なんでよ、もう。今、コンコン言ったよね。やばくない？車揺れたよ、今。
Did you see it? Someone can be seen sitting right outside the passenger seat window, just watching Daichan and Yasuke. Then there are two loud bangs, one from the back of the car and one from the front. As the camera pans back toward the passenger window, we can see that the creepy figure seems to have disappeared. But that's not all that happened that night, because early on, back in the caves, there was something else. While the Clip Store team are all climbing down the rocks, their viewers pointed out that something else might have been there with them. Watch again very closely.
ちょっと待ってね。
someone or something can be seen moving up above them, as if following them down into the caves. But the clip store guys don't see or hear anything. So could it be that they had an encounter with the strange apparition of the woman in white that haunts this area? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel Clip Store. Graveyard Shift. TikTok user Veronica is working the night shift on the second floor of the Baylor Scott & White Medical Center in Rowlett, Texas. Suddenly, they start to experience something truly creepy.
Did you hear her?
Yes.
You hear her?
Jag ser dem så mycket och jag går dem upp. Vi håller dem upp.
Did gaming take over your life? You're not alone, and it might not be your fault. The makers of games like Fortnite, Roblox, and Call of Duty are being sued for designing experiences that keep players hooked for hours a day, sometimes leading to real-life consequences like isolation, depression, poor sleep, and failing grades or job loss. If you played one of these games an average of 4 hours a day or more and struggled to stop, you could be eligible for compensation. It's time to take back control. Learn more now. Three signs your car accident is worth major compensation. If you've been in a car accident recently, there are 3 critical signs that could indicate your case is worth significant compensation, possibly even 6 or 7 figures. Sign number 1, insurance tried to settle quickly after your accident. This is the biggest red flag. Insurance companies know exactly what your case could be worth at its maximum value, and they rush to offer you a fraction of that amount before you discover the truth. Here's what most people don't realize. The main reason why accident victims don't receive huge payouts has almost nothing to do with how severe their accident was. It's because most people simply don't know there are better ways to get compensated beyond going through insurance. Insurance companies count on you not knowing this. They're hoping you'll accept their first offer just to be done with the hassle, even when that offer might be just 10 to 15% of what your claim is truly worth.
Oh, my bad.
Sign number 2, you experienced any pain or discomfort after your accident, even if it seemed minor.
They just told me to come back like this now. Oh.
She probably think I'm her mom. That was you.
No, I swear to God. Was that something?
Who set up Smokey? Yeah.
Veronica and her coworkers hear the sound of someone humming or singing.
Did you hear her?
Yes. Nigga, you just skipping by itself. I'm looking at it right now. Literally, it's skipping like hell, even on my strip.
That was you.
That's what I'm saying. It's skipping it.
Was that something? Come on.
And a door opens by itself.
Like, it's even skipping.
Night shift worker Veronica explains that she believes that several ghosts haunt the Baylor Hospital. But she says that one of them, the ghost of a young girl, can often be heard laughing and singing throughout the hallways, as if trying to reach out to the staff. So is the hospital haunted by the spirit of a young girl? Let me know what you think. The mysterious mannequin.
How does it look
This
now?
next eerie clip was posted by TikTok user TheTruth444. The video shows a tourist in Paris stopping at the storefront of the famous and very controversial brand Balenciaga. The woman notices something in the store window that is truly disturbing.
Okay, people, tell me something. So this is a store in Paris. This is a man's store in Paris. And this is a mannequin that they say that they made this and put this in the store. This boy look like somebody dead and bomb. Look at his hand. Wait, I'm doing it through the hole. Look at the boy hands. Look, the hands. His hands is as real as mine.
The woman is freaked out by a mannequin that looks just a little bit too real. But things are about to get even weirder. Watch closely.
If anybody have this guy missing, please. This is crazy. I've never seen anybody look so friggin' real. How if I have this man in the store sit down? Look. Look at that. You see? This is friggin' crazy. Look in the guy eye. And them said they made this mannequin and put clothes on him and have him sit down in the window. Look at the guy friggin' face. He's in Paris. If you know anyone that missing a black son look like this, he's in Paris in the store in the window.
The mannequin suddenly appears to be looking directly at the woman. Viewers of the video are creeped out by the sudden change in position, and some even swear they could see the mannequin blinking. The video gets a massive amount of attention as viewers begin to make wild claims that the multi-billion-dollar fashion brand Balenciaga has embalmed one of their models, and that the mannequin isn't a mannequin at all, but is in fact a missing model by the name of Christopher Tyler. The claims become even stronger after Christopher Tyler seems to drop offline. He stops modeling, and mysteriously his Instagram account is suddenly set to private. People became so disturbed by the ultra-lifelike mannequin's resemblance to model Christopher Tyler that Chris had to actually post an Instagram live addressing that he was safe and actually very much alive.
Like, I appreciate everybody concerned, but, you can't feed into whatever you see on the internet. Nah, you a clone, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fake page. They cloned me. Everything in the book. Everything in the book.
But all of this really doesn't explain why this creepy mannequin seems to stare at this tourist who gets too close. The hospital visitor. This next creepy video was posted to the internet without a source. It is said that the video was taken by a patient in a hospital in Indonesia. Allegedly, he recorded the video to reassure his friends and family that he's safe and in good hands. But when he looks back at his own footage, he sees something so disturbing that he no longer feels safe at all. A dark figure veiled in black can be seen watching over another patient. Now, that on its own is not that scary, but the man recording the video claims that there was no one there at the time. He says that there was no dark figure. Now, many viewers of the video have said that the eerie figure appears to be floating, and that they believe the apparition might be the Grim Reaper, patiently awaiting the patient's death. But I'll leave that up to you to decide. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, do it now, and then also turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. You can also follow me on the socials and just say, hi there, Nuke. Anyway, hopefully I will see you next video.
Let's do it.
A woman named Natalie, who lives in the UK with her family, says that lately strange things have been happening in their home. Natalie says that recently they have been doing renovations in their older house, and she believes that all of the activity might have disturbed something in the home, something dark and sinister. One night while her son is sleeping, this happens.
guess it takes less to see if they got anything.
Some unseen force seems to grab Natalie's son by his ankle and pull him right off the bed. The boy cries, and as if he is speaking to someone that we can't see, he says, "I don't like it. No." Natalie says that her son then ran into their bedroom crying and said that there was a man in his room. Obviously, we can see that there was no man in his room. So just who or what pulled the boy's leg? You decide. Reality check. Now, before we start with this video, it needs a little bit of explanation. So the Quest 3 VR headset has a mixed reality mode where it can scan your room, including all furniture, and it will actually project your game onto the walls, ceiling, and furniture of your own house. This tech uses infrared light and depth sensors to only detect things in the room, and it's actually very accurate. So, Reddit user Moki is playing a kid's game called First Encounter where you shoot at puffy little aliens that virtually run around your house. But her Quest VR headset is picking up something very strange in her home. Now again, it bears mentioning that Moki is playing a kid's game. This is not a ghost game, and whatever that is should not be there. The Quest VR headset has detected something very strange in her hallway. Something shadowy that looks like a man standing there in a dark hood or robe. So just what do you think that her VR headset was picking up? Let me know. The Midnight Messenger. Jennifer is taking care of her elderly mother who is critically ill. One night, she sees something on her mother's bedroom video monitor that gives her goosebumps.
Okay.
Did you hear it? In the middle of the night, a quiet little female voice seems to whisper, "Come." And the elderly woman seems to raise her hands and responds, "Okay." Then again, we hear the quiet little voice clearly say, "Mama."
Okay.
The woman's daughter Jennifer says that she believes that this is the voice of her sister who passed away in 2017. She believes that her sister is there to comfort their mom as she passes over to the other side.
Okay.
By the way, Jennifer's family has recently had a lot of bad news, with both her elderly father and mother sadly becoming critically ill. If you'd like to help them, you can check out their GoFundMe at this link, which you can also find down in the video description. Scratching the surface. Tara Rule says that as a child, she lived in a haunted house. She says that as she grew up, she believes that some strange paranormal entity from the house attached itself to her.
I'm going to tell you a ghost story, a true ghost story, and I believe that whatever it is has followed me here.
Tara says that she often finds all of the cabinets in her kitchen open. She also says that her cat sometimes seems spooked and will actually just hide for no reason. But Tara says that lately, things in her house have started to get even spookier.
I'm on the phone with my stepdad today, right? And he goes, "Who's there with you?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Who's there with you?" I was like, "No one, why?" And he's like, "Who's that guy talking?" I'm like, "I'm here completely alone. What do you mean?" He's like, "There's a man talking, like just as loud as you right now." And I was like, "I don't hear anything." And then he said it stopped.
But it gets even weirder, because you see, recently scratches have started to form on Tara's windows, but not on the inside. Tara has noticed that there are now strange deep scratches on the outside of the windows of her apartment on the second floor.
So bad news, there's new scratches. Again, these are on the outside of the windows, and I'm on the second floor. You can tell me what you think it is. I don't know what it says, but it looks like it's like 4 letters maybe. Again, this is on the outside of the window, you can see. 2nd floor. But I'll show you, these are definitely on the outside of the window because I can wipe and wipe and wipe and they're 100% on the outside. The only other like weird-ish thing to note is I've been hearing like loud noises. Am I That's Jackie. Oh my god, thank god.
Shit, man. Like a big fuck, baby. I love you, friend. Ice cream. I was a gremlin, you just kicked me.
Oh my god, Jackie! I'm sorry, dude. You just scared the holy shit out of me.
As Tara is showing the new scratches that have formed on her windows, she actually manages to capture one of the kitchen cabinets opening all on its own. Understandably, she is a bit freaked out. To this day, Tara Rule still experiences strange activity in her apartment, and she found new scratches on her windows just days ago. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. The other side. Brother and sister Josh and Crystal are doing a paranormal investigation at the notoriously haunted Hotel del Coronado in San Diego, California. The old hotel opened in 1888, and over the last 137 years, workers and visitors at the hotel claim to have witnessed multiple paranormal incidents and sightings. There are constant reports of lights flickering, televisions turning on and off, and things flying off shelves. Josh and Crystal see something in a side room and try to catch it on film. It doesn't really work, but they do catch something even creepier.
It's okay. I can see you. Come to me.
Don't come to her.
Are you a little boy?
That is a ghost. Listen, people. Maria. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Whatever you do, people, don't go to the ghost. Don't tell the ghost to come here.
It's okay. Come here. It's okay. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it looks like it's going like back and forth. See movie? See movie? It's okay.
No, wait. Come back.
Where?
No, you come back. Go straight. Look straight. Towards me. No. Turn towards me like you were earlier. Put your back towards me.
As Crystal attempts to talk to the spirit of a little boy that she believes haunts the room.
Y'all saw that.
As Crystal attempts to talk to the spirit of a little boy that she believes haunts the room, suddenly Josh's camera captures the spooky, unexplained shadow of a little child that seems to run right past Crystal from the other side.
Earlier, put your back towards me.
So did Josh and Crystal catch evidence of the supernatural at the old Hotel del Coronado? As always, you decide. Give me shelter. YouTuber Tyson Pierce has a channel dedicated to travel, the outdoors, and basic survival in nature. But on one fateful day, all of his training is put to the ultimate test when something happens that is absolutely terrifying. Tyson is out in the middle of nowhere in Hawkesbury, Ontario, Canada, building what he calls a Viking turf house survival hut. Tagging along with him to help are his younger brother and his friend. The guys are about halfway through building the Viking hut when suddenly an urgent weather warning comes through on Tyson's phone.
Environment Canada has issued a severe thunderstorm warning. Mobile coverage area, take cover immediately if threatening.
But he and the boys are in the middle of nowhere with no time to get out of there. Now, before I show this in accordance with YouTube rules, let me note that absolutely no one was hurt in this video. But this frightening scene is what happened as the storm rolled in.
Oh! Leaf.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Holy sh**.
I'm going.
Oh, je pense qu'il y a une tornade.
Non, oui, pardon.
On peut pas se sauver, c'est d'être là. Check.
Ah, c'est son fait.
Check.
Qu'est-ce que t'en fais?
Elle s'en vient, reste en dedans.
Non, non, non.
En dedans, en dedans. Non, on peut pas, il est trop tard. En dedans. Reste en dessous. Tornado. Tornado! Stay low! Stay low! Stay low! Stay low! Stay! 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 Stay low! No! Stay! 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 Oh, buddy! Stay! 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 This small ball! In this small ball! In this small ball! Stay low! No, no, we're good, we're good, we're good.
No, we're dying. We're dying. We're dying.
No, stay. Bro.
Oh my god. Tyson.
Stay,
Miguel.
Stay.
We're gonna wait until.
Holy f***.
Please, don't make me.
C'est good, on est good.
On est good? Oui, sir. 100% sir.
Please, God, please.
God,
no.
s'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît.
Oh my god, no.
Stay low.
No.
Stay.
No.
Holy f***.
Tyson, please.
Stay. Please, God, please.
God, please. God, sorry. I'm like, no, please.
C'est good, on est good.
On est bon.
On est correct.
They scared like a mug.
On est correct, guys. On est good. S'il vous plaît.
When rain or water hits hard surfaces like pavement, it creates stormwater runoff, litter and trash that aren't...
Now again, let me repeat that in accordance with YouTube rules, none of these guys were hurt. Because of the amazing stability of Tyson's shelter, everyone survived and made it out without a scrape. Tyson returns a few days after the storm to check out his shelter and the surrounding woods.
That's my cabin. 2 trees. 2... That's my cabin right there. That is insane. Oh, that's snap though. Snap. I need to clear the trees. That's snap there as well.
The trees around the shelter have been uprooted and blown to the ground, but the shelter is still there. The guys are even able to find their bikes buried under one of the downed trees.
Oh, yes. Oh my god, no way.
Bro.
Our bikes are good. Wow.
Good spot.
My bike.
Our bikes are good.
So Tyson's amazing nature shelter actually saved their lives. He considers it a blessing that they were all able to escape without injury. The Night Visitor. In the city of Gwalior in India, something very strange has been happening. Multiple people have recorded CCTV footage of a strange woman wrapped head to toe in traditional Indian clothing who seems to roam the streets late at night ringing random doorbells before just vanishing without a trace. It is said that animals react strangely to the woman, often running in fear. On one late night, a family in Gwalior records the woman walking down their street.
ओ भैया देखो जी घंटी भी बजाई है इसने जी घंटी बजाई देखो जी तमन आंटी की हाँ नहीं भैया इसकी थाने में सूचना देनी पड़ेगी हाँ भैया देखो ये अब ये तुम्हारी बात सत्य साफ नहीं आ रही यार इसकी दूर से बोलते हो मेरे मोबाइल में साफ आई क्यों छोटी सी देखो अब ये आ रही है अब देखो इनकी बजाई ना जल्दी हो पहले वो तेरी भैया घंटी बजाई देखो हाँ अब देखो तो आई देखो चेहरा दिख रहा है देखो साफ नहीं आ रहा है देखो और उसने बैक कर भी कुत्ती को धन्ना करो रही भैया देखो हाँ
A bull in the alley runs away in fear as the woman approaches. And then as she rings one of the doorbells, her arm seems to stretch in a bizarre, inhuman way. Now, no one knows who the woman is or why she repeats this strange behavior night after night. Some residents of the town believe that she might be some sort of spirit, especially since police have been called multiple times to the scene. But when they arrive, the woman can never be found. Just outside your window. It's late one night when three brothers are asleep in their room. They wake up to a strange sound that seems to be coming from their window.
What was that, bro? Nah, bro, chill, bro. Hold it down. Bro, are you serious? That's a germ. Bro, it comes from like there. Bro, but it's hot. No, germ. I don't care. No.
The boys have the fright of their life as they hear and see someone or something looking into their window, and they run from the room screaming. Unfortunately, the clip was posted without a source, so we just have to wonder what they saw. And even scarier, we have to worry that these shaky bunk beds will someday come crashing down and crush that guy on the bottom bunk. Oh no. 8 lives. This next video was sent in by hundreds of Nukes Top 5 viewers, but unfortunately, no one had a link to the original source. So the story goes that the owner's cat had recently passed away, but they believed that her ghost was haunting her old play cat tower. They claim they set up a camera and caught this spooky footage.
It's not cute. Stop.
Now, I have no source on this video, and I'm certainly not saying it's a quote-unquote real video of a ghost cat, but it's definitely kinda creepy. And some animal lovers say that they actually find the video very comforting. But let me know what you think. Scary videos. So, as usual, these are videos that were sent in that didn't really fit in the rest of the list. They're either a bit silly, a bit funny, or just kinda weird.
I'm not tripping.
Scary videos.
Why? Yo. Scurry.
But let me know what you think. Scurry videos. So, as usual, these are videos that were sent in that didn't really fit in the rest of the list. They're either a bit silly, a bit funny, or just kinda weird. So, Kaylee Shreve is working her shift at a Victoria's Secret store and she goes to take a restroom break. But things start to get very weird.
I swear to God, this hand dryer just turned on by itself. And that's how far, like, this is how far away I am from it. Turn on again if there's somebody here with me. I will shit on myself I'm not even wiping my ass.
Now that was truly disturbing. And let's hope that one of Kaylee's coworkers had a wet wipe or something.
I will shit on myself I'm not even wiping my ass.
Next up, TikToker RCA is exploring an old abandoned house that is said to be haunted. He encounters something lurking in the decaying house that shocks him to his core.
What the f? Yo, what the f?
So it's only a black vulture, but these birds usually feed off dead things. So what if there's something dead in that? No, there's probably not. There's probably nothing in there. Anyway, and finally, there's nothing worse than when you rent a nice Airbnb and the owner decides to drop by to say hello. Especially if they drop by like this.
What the hell?
Yeah? Excuse me. Yeah.
You're the people that I let the house to, right?
Yeah.
You're here on holiday?
Yeah, who are you?
I own the house. I'm Richard.
What are you doing? What open it, yeah? Is that a
I was thinking about going and having a shower now.
Where's your trousers? Where's your trousers?
If it's not inconvenient right now, I'd like to use the bathroom.
Excuse me, mate. We've rented this house from you.
Yeah, well, any problems?
No, there's no problems, mate. Just like...
With the house?
Well, yeah, I'm happy with the house, but like, what are you doing here?
I live here. Look.
Okay, but like, what are you doing, mate? Where's my privacy?
No.
So hold a minute, yeah. Whilst we're sleeping, yeah, you're going out in the kitchen.
Yeah, well, I've got to put my dirty plates out there.
What are you just in a jail in there? And where's your clothes gone? Where's your clothes?
They're in the washing machine. Put the stuff in the washing machine. I hope you don't mind. But
But it's a bit weird. What's happening? What's happening here?
Look, this should be no problem. I'm not going to interfere with you.
But you're interfering with me now.
No. This is unfortunate. I do all this at night.
I think the no pants is the most disturbing part for me. So that's all for this week. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back again next time.
You and I were both lied to since childhood. We were told, since we were her age, that we had to save up cash to get started into real estate. In fact, I was told I had to go to school, I had to get a license, I had to
Fuck
do
your license. Fuck that dog on his computer. Fuck that and closed caption.
Top 10 ghosts caught on camera. Something in the sewer. Now, this next strange video was recorded for educational purposes by the Athens, Georgia Public Utilities Department. The clips were actually filmed as an educational video for kids to show children what you can and can't flush down a toilet. The footage shows a robotic camera being guided through a long sewer system. Everything appears normal until the camera approaches something very strange in the dark water. Something that almost looks like a small headless pale torso appears to be disturbed by the camera, and a creepy-looking hand seems to reach out and attempt to grab at the lens. Now, I have no idea what this is, and neither does anyone at the Athens Public Utilities Department. They claim the footage is still under investigation. So for now, this eerie figure is a complete and total mystery. The Ghosts of the Queen Mary. Paranormal investigator and author Brandon Alvis, who some of you might know from the popular TV series Ghost Hunters, has dedicated many years of his life to researching and recording the paranormal. But even for Brandon, there is one investigation that stands out as particularly creepy. And that is the investigation of the historic RMS Queen Mary. The RMS Queen Mary sailed the North Atlantic Ocean from 1936 to 1967, serving as both a cruise ship and even an Allied troop ship during World War II. The ship has seen its fair share of tragic deaths, one of them being that of a little girl who drowned in the ship's swimming pool. Many visitors and employees claim that the ship's swimming pool area is very haunted, and some even say that they've seen the spirits of both women and children dressed in 1930s-style swimsuits. While investigating the swimming pool area, Brandon and a fellow investigator both hear something disturbing.
Come closer. No way. Get out some of that. Get out. Go. Get out.
An unknown voice yells out from somewhere nearby. But that's not all that Brandon captured on the RMS Queen Mary. Now, Brandon is completely alone except for one other investigator and a security guard. The pool is empty and is no longer in use, and the area is off limits to all other guests. So what happens next is truly chilling. Did you see it? Someone or something can be seen in one of the swimming pool changing stalls. The chilling figure appears to have glowing eyes as it watches the small group from the shadows. Brandon says that they did not see anything at the time of the recording, so just who or what is lurking in the dark? Let me know what you think. You can read about Brandon Alvis's spooky experiences while investigating haunted places in his new book, Elements of a Haunting. Cradle Creeper. Proud parents Kaylee and Stuart have a TikTok account dedicated to their newborn daughter, Rin May. The account usually chronicles happy experiences from the young family's life. So when this next video was posted, their viewers were shocked.
Pushes it out and give them. Then we fight this already got. Fight it. What are you making? Literally, it's not working. I promise. It's not. You're not even listening.
Night vision cameras first capture a bizarre unexplained shadow in the upper left corner of the room. Then, what seems like a creepy little hand can be seen clawing at little Rin May's crib mattress. The newborn sleeps right through it, but Dad Stuart hears a noise and wakes up. And just as Stuart looks over at the crib, the hand quickly disappears out of sight. Parents Kaylee and Stuart are very disturbed by the incident and say that they have no idea what they captured on camera. Haunted by the past. Paranormal investigator Alex from the YouTube channel Hunting the Unknown is joined by his friend Tony as they set out to investigate the allegedly haunted Knowlton Church in Dorset, England. The ancient church has been left in ruins, sitting in an empty field. However, this wasn't always the case. Over 500 years ago, the church was surrounded by a thriving English village. Then, tragedy struck. In the year 1485, all of the village's inhabitants, men, women, and children, were struck down by the sickness of the bubonic plague, aka the Black Death. No one in the village survived. The old crumbling church is said to be forever haunted by their spirits. So, cut back to modern times, and in the dark of night, the two investigator team Hunting the Unknown explore the old Knowlton Church. They get a few responses from their spirit box, and their motion-activated lights are triggered a few times, but nothing too dramatic. That is, except for when they start to explore with their thermal camera. What they catch is shocking.
So guys, we'll try something new, but we've got a thermal camera attached to my phone. We're going to try and turn it on and see if we can try and see anything on camera. We've also still got that physical trying to aim in this direction. Let's see what we can get, so let's get into that.
They really did. My mama didn't play.
Here's how to never have to worry about money after a car accident. Listen, if you have been in a car accident in the past year, even as a passenger, you could be owed a significant cash payout. Insurance companies do not want you to know this and don't want you to find out what your accident is truly worth, so they can send you a low offer, hoping you accept it just to be done with the hassle. Within a few clicks, you can find...
It was too busy trying to think.
Oh man, what the we just caught? What? What the literally just there, mate.
There we go. It's there. Whatever it is, it's there, bro. Mate.
Whoa. Mate, that's a parrot. Look, it's like a kid. Runs off. Over there, behind that.
Yeah.
Like here.
Over in the corner.
It runs off here. Yeah. And it goes like that. Into here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Come on.
Wow.
A childlike figure can be seen running past Alex and then disappearing right into a solid stone wall. The investigators are shocked by their capture of what appears to be a child spirit running around in the church. So could this be the ghost of a little boy or girl who was one of the tragic victims of the plague so many centuries ago? Let me know your thoughts down below. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Newbern Haunting. Sam Aldridge, his wife, and 2 young children live in a beautiful home in Newbern, North Carolina that was built in the late 1950s. Although the home is charming and spacious, Sam says that the property's history is not good. One of the previous owners passed away in the upstairs master bedroom, and the remains of 2 unidentified individuals were found buried in the backyard. Cause of death unknown. Sam and his wife have both witnessed creepy, unexplained activity in the house, and they believe their home might be haunted. Even their family dog Loki seems very disturbed by what's going on.
He has no shot collar, no shot collar at all. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and take this off just so you'll know that there's nothing there. Come on, buddy. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. Settle down. I posted it. See, me and him both heard that. And see, now he's gonna fucking run and leave me out here like a douchebag.
No, there's no more excuses.
Straight up. Sam says that not only does the house have an odd history, but an odd layout as well. In particular, there is a strange door upstairs that seems to lead nowhere and has no stairs leading up to it. In a video, as Sam explains where the door is located, he captures something downright creepy.
You can kind of see just how high up that door actually is if you're on the bottom floor. Yeah, you're looking at 10 plus 8, you're looking at least 18 feet from your feet coming down.
A strange shadow figure can be seen and two different voices can be heard seemingly speaking to Sam.
If you're on the bottom floor. Why the
Sam has no idea what he just captured and simply explains that the area behind the door is attic storage space. So, one night Sam begins to hear strange sounds throughout his house. He hits record on his phone and goes to investigate. And that's when he sees something that shocks him to his core.
She kept breaking everything by pulling. You're not a bad guy. You got energy probably harder. Good. Jesus, I made it. Oh, quicker. She thinks it's because they get evidence wanted it back. All that baby enough and keep shit all over the place. Going.
Holy. What looks like creepy, glowing, wide-set eyes seem to appear out of the darkness, peering at Sam as he stares back in terror. Whatever it is, then just seems to disappear. And that's not all that Sam has captured inside his haunted home. The creepy activity even starts to occur in the middle of the day. A loud sound startles Sam, and when he turns around, a white translucent figure appears to push a rocking horse, causing it to rock slowly back and forth. Now, with all this collected and highly disturbing footage, of course Sam's TikTok following is undecided on whether to believe his story or just write it off as another elaborate TikTok hoax. So is it real supernatural activity or just some very good editing? As always, I leave that up to you to decide. The Village of Shadows. Japanese paranormal YouTuber Takachi Camera travels to a creepy abandoned village somewhere in the mountains of Japan. Over the years, many curious visitors to the old deserted village have claimed to experience terrifying paranormal activity. So the YouTuber decides to see for himself if the ghost stories are true. Takachi goes inside one of the few remaining homes in the village to start his investigation. But no sooner than he gets all of his camera equipment set up, he starts to hear strange footsteps just outside the building.
I don't know why you running. You just looked her in the face.
マジ来てる。影が来てる。影が。いっぱい影おる。多分一人じゃない。マジ？囲まれてるこれ。どうなの？ちょっと待って、静か。静か。ちょっと待って。気配消して。完全に気配消す。ほら。来てる。待ち。嘘やろ。
I want to buy your house. I can pay you cash for your house no matter what condition it's in. If you need to sell your house for any reason, click the button under this video to see if my...
Takuchi watches in horror as someone seems to be walking around his equipment just outside the abandoned home. Fearing the worst, Takuchi believes that there might be squatters or other people roaming around the abandoned village. He decides that the situation is just too unsafe and decides to leave. Now, as if that wasn't creepy enough, Takuchi has no idea that this isn't the only spooky event that he recorded that night. Later, he's checking back over his footage, and he notices that as he was recording his video intro, he caught something absolutely chilling.
皆様お久しぶりでございます。今日はですね、とある廃村に来ているんですけれども、僕の動画を見ていただいている方の中には幽霊の存在を信じてない方も多いかと思います。僕もですね、今までいろんな心霊スポットに行ってとても危険な目に遭ってきました。ですが幽霊の存在を 100% 信じてるわけではありません。なので今日もですね、いろんな取れ高アイテムを持ってきましたので、それを使って幽霊の存在を証明していきたいと思います。来てるな。
That is annoying as hell. You'll run. See, I tell you, that's the most
Takuchi is completely unaware that just behind him, a bizarre shadow-like figure is slowly approaching. So could it be that the paranormal YouTuber captured one of the spirits that previous visitors claimed to have seen? Or just what is this? Let me know what you think. Afraid of the dark. The following footage was shared to Reddit by a concerned father who believes that his family might be dealing with an evil presence inside their home. He says that they've all seen and heard things in their house that they can't explain. So, late one night, the static camera in their kitchen captures this eerie sound.
I haven't texted you. I've been sitting here the whole damn time. No! Oh my. You're worried about a dog right now.
This bizarre high-pitched sound was heard at 3:25 in the morning. Now, Reddit users are quick to write it off as either cars outside or the screeching of old plumbing. But the man who posted the video is not so convinced. Later, the worried father shares another video captured by his security camera. In the video, his daughter seems to get the scare of a lifetime.
Like I said, this shit is not able to do any damn thing. Sitting here just not prolonging to go to the vape store just to go spend $10.
The young girl is woken up when her radio suddenly turns on. The girl then claims that she saw a shadowy figure just standing in her room. She lets out a piercing scream as she jumps from her bed and runs to her parents' bedroom. Her parents rush to her room to check it out, but they don't find anything. So what do you think is going on here? Is this just a child's overactive imagination or a nightmare? Or could the girl actually have seen a scary shadow figure standing in her bedroom? Either way, I believe that one thing is certain, and that is that her terrified reaction is in no way fake or staged. But you decide. The never-ending nightmare. These next creepy videos were recorded by Kathy Gallinger from the YouTube channel Paranormal Nightmares. I originally featured Kathy years ago after she began to experience unexplained activity in her home in Canada.
Okay guys, so I came in my room, heard a noise, in the closet again, closet's open, the dog hasn't left. Let's see what you hear.
That's a fucking problem. Already, I done popped your hand 3 times because you're learning how to open up. Hey, booty.
What the?
Now, the activity has begun to affect not only her cute little dog Lucy, but also her cats Salem and Stormy as well. Stormy violently hisses at something that we can't see, and then jumps onto the kitchen counter to hide. Now, maybe this footage can simply be explained away as a cat just being weird. But this next clip is a lot harder to explain, and this time it's Kathy's other cat, Salem, that is caught in a, quote, paranormal nightmare. Salem appears to be spooked and is keeping a close eye on an old doll. Then an ominous dark cloud of smoke appears out of thin air, frightening the cat and sending it dashing away in fear. Kathy believes that her collection of antique dolls might have spirits attached to them. She thinks that these spirits might be causing the terrifying activity in her home. But what do you think? I highly recommend checking out Kathy's YouTube channel, Paranormal Nightmares, where she shares the many captures of supernatural activity in her home, lurking outside. TikTok user Bruno5M claims that he and his family often see strange things around their farm in Tucumán, Argentina, including the mysterious figure of a young girl dressed all in black, roaming the countryside. One night, without the family knowing, Bruno's young sister sees something outside her window, moving around in the dark. Inexplicably, she sneaks out to record all on her own. And needless to say, it did not go well.
Hola chicos, estoy grabando este video porque mi papá y mi mamá se fueron a comprar una cosa en el almacén y mi hermano Seban está en la pieza, pero yo sentirlo alojado por acá. No sé qué está pasando, pero quiero tratar de grabar. ¡Ah! Miren eso.
The girl's brother says that he and his family are shocked that the young girl went outside to film on her own. He says that she is doing fine, but is still a bit shaken up by the strange encounter to this day. So what do you think this creepy figure with glowing eyes could be? Paranormal or not, I leave it to you to decide. Run. YouTube user Adam Lowen and 2 of his friends are exploring an allegedly haunted house in Portland, Oregon. He says that he has heard strange, unexplained noises there in the middle of the night, and has even seen things moving around in the dark. They plan to record proof of what Adam believes to be paranormal phenomenon. It did not go well.
Turn on your flashlight. Okay.
No, but seriously, if you die, I have to go home and that's not
No, that's hilarious.
They locked it.
This is so unlocked, dude. Check it out. Say that again.
Dude, somebody told me to live down here.
Alright, wait. We're okay. What are you doing? Is it on? Yeah, what's going on? Alright. Dude, I'm not going in there. I'm not going. You're free now. Nicole, I think you should go. Dude, there's spider webs. Alright, let's do it. Let's leave.
Afraid of spiders. Dude, come on.
What? Alright, go. Alright, let me get some footing here. It's kind of hard.
2 years?
Dude, just go. Hurry up.
You go.
Dude! What the What was Get it, go!
A white shapeless apparition scares the out of them as it screeches out of a doorway, and the three friends run out of the house in abject terror. Now, this original video was uploaded way back in 2008, but to this day, Adam says that he has no explanation for what happened that night. Adam's never posted another paranormal video on his channel. He says that since that night, he has stayed away from the paranormal and has just dedicated his channel to his love for music and video games. So is it real? Or is it all just a 14-year-old elaborate hoax? I leave it up to you to decide. Thanks for watching. My post schedule is just kind of all off now. So please subscribe and hit the bell so that you get updates whenever a new video is posted. Instagram is here. Twitter is here. And hopefully, I'll see you next week.
Will you stop being on this thing? I wanted you to fall with your little badass. I support violence. Y'all don't support violence, y'all punks.
It's not like
This next clip allegedly comes from CCTV cameras in an unknown city in the Philippines. A woman in a red hoodie is seen walking along a city street, but the CCTV camera image becomes very strange.
Oh my God, her hair things.
As you can see in the clip, the video seems to glitch in a very bizarre way, making it look as if the woman's head disappears multiple times. But oddly, the rest of the video is perfectly clear. Now, in the Philippines, there's a strange superstition that says that if someone appears in a photograph without a head, it means that that person will soon pass away. Creepily enough, a few minutes later, this happens. The unfortunate woman is accidentally struck by a runaway taxi van, and it is said that she did actually pass away as the result of her injuries, just like the old Filipino superstition says. Now, this clip immediately went viral on Philippines websites and social media, but no one knows the original source of the video, which leaves us to wonder, is this real proof of the paranormal? Or is it just an old malfunctioning CCTV system? Or is it all just a very elaborate hoax? As always, you decide. Nightlight. A woman named Brandis says that late one night while she and her husband were sleeping, their home security camera caught this strange event at 2:45 in the morning.
The family dog perks up as a bright light flashes and what looks like a pale little face seems to peek out of the door. Then a shadowy figure about the size of a child seems to be standing in the hallway before disappearing, just as the little pale face peeks out of the door again. Brandis and her husband Sky have never posted or even experienced anything paranormal, and they say they have no idea what this could be. Something at the door. Chase Beckstead and his wife Rachel are staying overnight in the house of Rachel's recently deceased grandfather. The elderly man had passed away in the house only 1 month earlier. So the couple is just settling in for the night when suddenly something happens that is downright creepy.
How you doing? You okay? You a little freaked out?
A little bit.
So, we were just going to bed and we're not... Let me just show you. Like, we've literally had to put the bag up against the door because we're not sure. And like, we're literally just...
Even though there's no draft or air current in the house, the bedroom door begins to randomly move as if it's being quickly pulled back and forth by some unseen force. Understandably, Chase and Rachel are pretty shaken up by the strange, unexplained phenomena. They decide to just pack up their stuff and leave the house. But this is when things get even creepier.
Okay, so we're leaving. We got all of our stuff packed. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, we're out here. Rachel's already in the car. I'm leaving, like, I don't know what's going on.
As Chase is gathering their luggage, the bedroom door slams shut right behind him. And again, it begins to move back and forth, this time even faster than before. Chase says that he still has no idea what could have caused the strange movement of the door. Some video commenters believe that this was the ghost of Rachel's recently deceased grandpa, but some think it might have been something more sinister that had taken up residence in the house. But what do you think? The Follower. It's around 5:30 in the morning and two girls are on a hike through the mountains in the Philippines with a large group. The girls stop a little too long to take some pictures and accidentally get left behind by the group. The girls run to catch up with the other hikers as one of them films, but her camera captures something truly bizarre.
Naliligaw kami, guys! Naliligaw! Wala ni mga kasama namin! Wala ni mga kasama namin. Kailangan namin silang habulin kasi maliligaw kami. Gagi, malayo na sila. Wala na.
Did you see it? As the two girls run along the mountain trail, way back in the background, some strange shadow figure seems to be following them. But a little bit later, the mysterious dark figure has just disappeared. The girl who posted this video says that she and her friend were completely alone, and they have no idea who or what this could be. She says that she only noticed the shadowy figure when she watched her video back later. So, what do you think? Was someone stalking them through the remote woods? Or just what is this? You decide. A short stay. A guy named Brendan has a YouTube channel where he camps in his van in some strange and sometimes very dangerous locations across the UK. In this video, Brendan decided to camp overnight in the coastal village of Jaywick in Essex, England. Now, amongst other things, Jaywick is known as one of Britain's poorest towns and has a very high crime rate. In other words, it's not really the best place to be camping overnight in a van. But that doesn't stop Brendan.
A little town in England called Jaywick, coined as one of the most deprived towns in the UK. And I thought, seeing as I'm in the area, I just had to go and see it.
Brendan searches around and eventually finds a place to set up camp that is just outside of town. And kind of in the middle of nowhere.
This'll do me. I'm alone, but I mean, there's no other houses around me, so it's not as if I'm alone in a housing estate.
Brendan sets up his bed in the van and lies down for a night's sleep. But around 2:30 in the morning, things take a terrifying turn.
I think someone's outside the van.
Battleship sunk. Enemy battleship detected. Enemy submarine spotted. Attention. Reporting the target position.
Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my god. Oh, fuck's sake.
Someone with a flashlight skulks around outside Brendan's van, trying the door handles, before smashing the window to get inside. Hey! Luckily, Brendan yells and sends the intruder running. He then hops in the driver's seat and just gets out of there. Brendan makes it out safe, but obviously is very shaken up by the whole ordeal. He decides to not only leave the town of Jaywick, but to drive all night, 3.5 hours, all the way back to his home.
I just, quite frankly, just wanted to go home. I was really, I wasn't in a good mind space. After cleaning a little bit of broken glass from my driver's seat and the dashboard, you'd be surprised how far glass goes when it smashes. I've been finding little bits everywhere, but the van was in no fit state to continue camping in, and nor was my headspace, should we say. So I made the long journey back home. I think it was a good 3.5 hour drive back to my house in Shrewsbury. Got there just before sunrise. Not a pleasant drive, to say the least.
Despite this frightening encounter, Brendan still goes camping in his van and posts his adventures over on his YouTube channel, Brendan Explores. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official, because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Get out. A guy named Carter moved into a new fully furnished rental house. But not long after he moved in, he began to experience strange things and hear unexplained noises. Late one night while he's asleep in bed, he hears the creepy sound of what seems to be someone hitting keys on the piano in his living room.
Who's there?
Carter decides to lay on his living room couch to try to figure out just what is going on with the piano. As you might imagine, it did not go well.
Dude, what the f?
piano plays again and a chair moves, and Carter decides that he's had about enough. He decides to leave the house to stay with a friend, but as he is leaving, he manages to capture this video. As Carter heads for his car, he sees his TV flickering and his lights randomly turning on and off inside his house. Now, usually when people watch these videos, they say, well, if the place is so haunted, then why wouldn't he just move out? Well, that's exactly what he did. Carter moved right out of that house. And the end of this haunted story, I guess. Hiding under the covers. A video poster who calls himself Celtic Dabs works the reception desk at a creepy old...
Say payment security. Kisses. Kisses. Good job.